Imagine waking up one morning trying to just step out of the bed and you cannot walk.
And that was a reality for a 6-year-old Johnson City girl. This happened last November. In one day, the paralysis moved all the way up to Becca Kowaleski's neck. Doctors diagnosed her with a rare autoimmune disorder.
When they give you that kind of prognosis, it's like, okay, it's a whole new world to live in.
So scary. Doctors said there was a chance that she may never walk again. Well, News Channel 11's Allie Hines found out what happened next. Her parents are calling it a miracle. Allie?
Guys, I got to meet Becca and her family today, who still can't believe their healthy 6-year-old daughter woke up paralyzed in November. She was later diagnosed with the rare disease, transverse myelitis. I talked with Becca's doctor today, who says there isn't much known about this disease or its cause, but only 1/3 of those diagnosed fully recover.
When she tried to stand up on her feet, she fell straight to the floor. And that's when I knew something else was wrong.
That was Tuesday. By Wednesday, Becca's mom, Reggie Kowaleski, says
it was up to her arms and in her breathing muscles. She couldn't scratch her nose at that point.
Unable to give a diagnosis, local doctors sent her to the Children's Hospital in Knoxville.
I was just scared. I didn't understand what was going on.
They didn't have an automatic name. They didn't have an automatic treatment plan. They didn't, it was kind of okay, we're gonna run all these tests and wait and see, and at the same time you're watching your baby fade.
The Kowaleskis said the rare diagnosis finally came with a 1/3 chance Becca would walk again.
She's been a dancer since she was 3 and very adamant about her love of ballet, and I was just watching all those things fade for her life.
Doctors immediately started treatment and Becca slowly started to improve. After just a few days,
look at you, you're standing.
While her friends were preparing for their next ballet, the 6-year-old was learning to walk again.
How are our legs feeling? A little weird? Okay.
After 11 days in the hospital, Becca got to go home. A couple days later, Becca was supposed to be playing a part in the Nutcracker. Still unable to walk, her friends didn't want her to miss it and carried her across the stage. Within a few days,
when we left the hospital, they said it may be 6 months to a year before you see her take her first steps. And it wasn't 6 days.
Becca says she remembers one of the first times she got to walk again.
When our dog wanted to go out, I wanted to take her outside, and then I was walking to that door, and then I took her outside, and then I walked back.
Something that used to be taken for granted, her parents now say,
we have a miracle.
For her to go from being unable to move anything to being able to almost be back to normal in a month, it's just miraculous.
With no shortage of surprises, this ballerina says she's planning to use those legs of hers to pursue her dream of becoming a NASCAR driver. Allie Hines, News Channel 11, in your corner.
We're so glad that she's feeling better. Well, Becca's parents say the road ahead is still unclear. Sometimes the paralysis from this can happen again and become something more serious, but in other cases,